YouTube? It's Jessie Lee. You can call me #Bosslee, and I hope you love the video you're about to see. I'm pretty sure you will, because it's always content over here. I want to tell you about a couple other things, specifically one that you can also get some more value from. And all you need to do, and you can do it now, just pause this video, is go ahead and text YouTube to 844-277-9762. I'm going to be really upping the text game, and it's literally me texting you back. So if you want to have a more one-on-one conversation with me, enjoy the video, subscribe, comment below, and make sure you text YouTube again to 844-277-9762. So hello everybody, what's going on? My name's Jessie Lee. You can call me #Bosslee. For those of you who don't know me, I feel very blessed to be on this training tonight, and I know we're going to talk about sponsoring. At least that is the topic I was given. However, I have to tell you, I have this thing, I swear it's like God speaks through me sometimes, so if I go off on some crazy tangents, I'm sorry, not sorry. It's for somebody. Like, somebody will need whatever it is that I'm saying. So I already love the energy here. I am a huge fan of seeing all these cameras on and the chat going, and I can promise you, now this is 100% the way that trainings in general work, I promise you. The more an audience gives, the more you'll get back. And so not only do I want you to think about that from the perspective of, oh, Jessie Lee's on here talking, let me like hit the chat and whatever. What I'm actually saying is I want you to think about that in your business as a sponsoring thing. I want you to think about that from a recruiting perspective. I want you to think about that from, are people being attracted to what I'm doing? Because so many times I see people with very low, I can't even take it, very low energy, right? And they're shocked when people are not attracted to their business opportunity or attracted to their product or attracted to anything. Y'all, I'm your fans too, so I love this. Chat's exciting me. Thank you, guys. And I want you to have that perspective, because I think some of the time we expect people to just find us. And the fact of the matter is, I'm not asking you to be anything like me necessarily. I'm just asking you to be you ×2. Can you do that? Because you need to do that if you want your business to take off. I mean it, right? Because especially if we're doing a lot of stuff on the internet, like let's say obviously we're dealing with coronavirus right now, we're quarantined or we're getting out of quarantine, if there's any fellow Texans. I don't feel like the Texans followed the quarantine to begin with. Overall, those rebels. Kelly Conrad is definitely a Texan, because she's like, social what? Just social togetherness? Okay. I really feel like that's what Texas was like through this. It was crazy. Neither did Arizona. Yeah, Arizona opened up fast too. But I say that because if we're going to do a lot of things on the internet, you have to understand you lose a lot of the energy through a screen. Right? You gain 10 pounds, but you lose half the energy. That's funny, right? I know it's a joke. Okay, so what I mean by that is I swear to you, when I start talking on these Zooms, this isn't a joke and he's right across from me, Alexander puts on either headphones or he puts in, what are those things? What are they called? Earplugs, right. Okay, like not a joke. He's like, you're so loud. I'm like, I know, I can't help it. And I do so many of these. I think that my voice is getting acclimated around like week 7 of quarantine, because every day is Monday in quarantine. I swear my voice was like, well, she's just not going to stop screaming every half hour, so let's give her voice. So I'm like throat coating, I'm doing the most to make sure I can still do these trainings. But the reason I say that is because anytime I'm in front of a camera, you got to put on a show, friends. Like if you're going to record something on the phone, if you're going to record a voice memo, if you're going to record a Zoom, a Facebook Live, an Instagram Live, a TikTok, or whatever, commit. That's really the word I want you to pay attention to. I need you to commit. I need you to be all in. The way you go viral on TikTok is by being so out there. You can't be like, oh, well, what if my Aunt Kenzie sees me? Who cares? Like, you've gotta commit to it, sister. And so really that's how sponsoring is gonna go. Now, I know specifically I was asked to teach about sponsoring, and I think what she meant by that was like recruiting, but I have to tell you, I don't know why I'm being called to talk about this, but there's such a difference between sponsoring and recruiting, and I want to talk about that because I don't talk about it that often, I don't think, and there's a huge difference. Because if I could guess, you're probably, anybody can recruit people. Okay, you really can. And I know some people are like, seriously, no, I have no recruits. That doesn't mean you can't recruit people. That means you need to have a mindset shift where you understand that if you can sell your eyeliner and mascara, which by the way are like the best, I'm obsessed with like all your stuff. Like this is your VFX, whatever. This is your, I'm like all about it, okay, people? I'm a fan. Oh, I'm muted. I'm a big fan, okay? So if you can sell that, you have to understand that when you're recruiting people, you're selling as well. It's just a different conversation. Does that make sense to everybody? Like, it's still a sale. You're just selling a little bit more of yourself. And the irony behind this is if you get good at actually sponsoring, then you're going to get better at recruiting because you're going to attract people, and this is why. So I want you to think about sponsoring. Like, when you think of the word sponsor, what do you think of? You can hit the chat. You can say what, I guess hit the chat because everyone's muted. Mentoring. Okay, that's cool. Great word, Marissa. Supporting a person. Robin, awesome. Anything else? Mentorship, again, leader, Danielle, Amanda, leadership, positive. Okay, cool. I love this, okay? This is great. There's no wrong answer. Jessica says teaching, great response. Here's what I'm talking about when I say the difference between sponsoring and recruiting and how it's going to affect the way that you do recruit. The numbers are actually going to change. It's not the same thing. It's literally not the same thing. Sponsoring and recruiting are two completely different things. Recruiting is recruiting people, like you recruit them into the military. Okay, boom, yay, now slap like a badge on them, send them to boot camp, okay? Like that is recruiting. Sponsoring, and I mean this in like the most positive way. Like if you know me, I'm the most all-loving. I think everyone's incredible and perfect the way they were born and created. I don't think God creates junk. That's my belief system. So I don't know, for those who don't know me, like nothing I ever say is meant to be offensive. So the way I look at sponsoring is I want you to think about Alcoholics Anonymous. Like seriously, just for a second. Now, I've never been, but I understand the 12 steps of sponsorship, right? Like, if you are a sponsor of somebody in Alcoholics Anonymous, Narcotics Anonymous, I don't know, Makeup Addicts Anonymous, that's probably a thing y'all could use, like, whatever it is, okay? You don't just say, oh, hi, welcome to the meeting, I'm your sponsor, bye! Okay, like, that would not work. Okay, congratulations, Taylor, on your sobriety, that's awesome. Like, that wouldn't work, that's not sponsorship. Sponsorship is what? Sponsorship is somebody that when you meet them, you connect. Yeah? Now, how could that help with recruiting? I don't even think I need to explain that to you. Okay? Sponsoring is somebody you connect with. Sponsoring is somebody you open up with. Sponsoring is somebody that you know that when you are in need, you pick up the phone, you call them, you text them. You don't have to wait 9 hours for a response. God forbid if this were Alcoholics Anonymous and you're trying to connect with your sponsor and they're like, oh, sorry, I was really busy. Did you know that Netflix has a new show called Sons of Anarchy? Wow, I'm so not good with pop culture, but like I think that show's on Netflix. Okay, like sorry, I got caught up. Like, oh, sorry, like I that's not gonna fly. That's not sponsorship. That's recruiting. Right? That's recruiting somebody. Getting them to go to the meeting is one thing. Getting them to be sponsored into a community is a whole other thing. And so sponsorship, let's keep going down this route. So what does a sponsor do? A sponsor helps show you the vision. Can you start thinking bigger picture? Can you start talking bigger picture? Can you start speaking bigger picture over people? Right? So that people start seeing themselves differently. So people start thinking, oh gosh, maybe I could do that too. That's sponsorship. Sponsorship is showing the possibilities. It's saying, okay, I know you're not yet where you want to be, but we can get there together. Sponsorship is a together thing. I love the word mentorship. It's funny and maybe a little ironic. Like my nickname, of course, is #Bosslee, right? So you can call me Bosslee, that's fine. It's like my alter ego. It's like my Sasha Fierce. Okay, but like Bosslee, that's his personality, but Bosslee is attracting all these people. But Bosslee, as funny as it is that word boss is on the front of it, Jessie Lee's job is to sponsor, is to mentor, is to teach, is to train, is to love, is to counsel. Bosslee's job is actually not to boss people around. And I think sometimes people get that confused. But if you actually treat this like a sponsorship thing, where you add value to people's lives, they can can confide in you, and it becomes more than just a, oh, this is my upline, this is my downline. Like, what even is that? I don't even know what that is, okay? Like, it becomes a completely different scenario. You start talking different ways. You start building bigger relationships. So I teach, I train, I mentor, I coach, but I don't boss people around. Write that down, right? Because that's what sponsorship really is. If you want to recruit more people, you need to write this down. Show more people how you teach, train, coach, mentor, love, support. Show them the different ways. Hold on a second. My travel agent's calling me. No, not right now. Not right now. I'm trying to get to Europe. Okay. Sorry. Not right now. Not right now, Petty. Not right now. Oh, gosh. Coronavirus it's getting crazy over here. So teach, love, train, coach, mentor, add value, and love people. How can you do that? And so through social media, it's the best way to sponsor, right? Or recruit, really, but then sponsor. I'm able to create such a foundation of growth through social media because people get to see how I sponsor people. Does this make sense? Right? Through my social media, you really don't see how I recruit people because the recruiting comes on the back end, right? The recruiting kind of goes down in the DM, okay? But you do see how I sponsor people. You see how I mail gifts, and you see how we have Spirit Week this week, so it's tropical day, so I'm trying to be tropical, okay? Like, you see how, I call people. You see how I, recognize people, whether it's, the leadership wall over here. I don't know how familiar you are with my business, but you see how I coach people. You see one-on-one coaching. You see mentorship. You see my team trainings. You see stuff like this. You see, oh my gosh, she's doing another training. I want a team training. Oh, get me a phone there. Okay? You see how I love people. You see how I drive across town to spend time with somebody who's pregnant on our team so I can meet her father. Like, you see how I sponsor. Right? And it's not that these people are in critical need or anybody's having a, breakdown. It's that you need to be there before there is a breakdown. That's sponsorship. Okay? If everything you do is reactionary, here's the problem. You're going to have a very hard time in your business because in order for you to keep people, you're going to kind of be playing chase and replace. And chase and replace in network marketing is scary. Right? If you need 6 in your first line and 2 in your second line to hit the next rank, and I know a lot of people on this team are chasing a new rank this month, so I'm excited to see you win. I know you are. Let's go. If it's you, I want you to hit the chat. Like, if you're going after a new rank, let's go so we can cheer each other on. Like, I just want you to know chase and replace is really hard. And you're chasing and replacing if you're recruiting. You won't have to chase and replace if you're sponsoring. Because I've got this quote it's on a canvas up on my second floor, my second living room, but it's also in the office at corporate headquarters. And it's a big picture of me. I'm on stage doing something crazy. And I literally have a quote where I said, people don't leave where they're loved. And I know that's like the most simplistic thing ever for sponsoring and recruiting, but I promise you, I think I recruit so many people and I think I sponsor so many people and I think people don't leave our team because it's not about the business, as weird as that is. Like, I love that our team sells $6 million a month and is growing. Like, that's cool stuff, right? That's life-changing. But I love people. I love when the person who sells $50 makes $10 and cannot even believe it. Like, that to me gets me so, I get razzle-dazzled. Like, I freak out. When I had somebody message me, she's like, I made $20.40. I've never made money in anything before. I said, oh my gosh, please tell me what you bought with your $20.40. She said, I bought diapers for my baby. Oh, forget about it. I'm crying. I'm like, send me a photo of the baby right now. Like, I need to see her. Like, that to me is everything, and that's sponsorship. Do you understand how that's not recruiting? Do you understand how the tactic is actually love people? Do you understand how the tactic, if you want to recruit more people, is get to know them? Do you understand how the tactic to build your team is just get to know people? Like, I understand you want the magic formula. I know you want the secret sauce. Okay, sisters, here it is. Start caring about people. Oh, I know. It's like, seriously, that's the big, boom, boom, boom. Yes, I've recruited over 2,000 people in my career, 2,000 frontline recruits. Are you kidding me? It's because I just love people. I get to know so much weird stuff about you. I'll be the one who's like, oh my gosh, hey Casey, you were running for that rank, did you hit it? She'll be like, shut up. I'll be like, I seriously remember you. Right in the center of my screen, you had a blue shirt on, like I was there. Okay? Like, I remember these things. I don't know why. I can't tell you why. I just think I was wired to love people. I think I was wired to let people know, like, who you are currently is not who you're necessarily going to become. Certainly, probably not. So let you borrow some of my belief in you until you believe in yourself. And when you start doing that to people and you cheer them on, no matter where they are in their lives, things start to change. And I say that because I know some of you might just think, oh, she's just some bad damn jamma. She's Bosslee. Oh my God, I can't believe she's on here. Oh my God. Okay, cool. Like, just so you know, I still go to the bathroom. I'm sweating, like I'm schwitzing everywhere right now, just like you. It's 90 degrees in Texas. Like, I smell kind of not awesome. Like, I don't really know, like, quarantine still kind of got me. No nails. Lashes are back, though. Like, I have to tell you, though, like, I grew up in a small country town in Maryland. I'm from Frederick County, Maryland. I don't know if we have any, DMV peeps up on here, okay? So I'm from Middletown. If you don't believe me, that's cow country. So, okay, so Sarah's like, yes, I saw you nodding. Okay, York, PA, very familiar. Okay, I used to go to band competitions there. Like, don't even play me. I will out-country nerd you any day of the week, okay? Look at this. Sarah's like, oh my God, she's in the band. No, for real, my clarinet is right here. I still, like, will crush you in clarinet. I mean, I'm just a multifaceted human being, okay? But like, I say all these things because I started this whole network marketing, direct sales, whatever thing because I needed $300 a month to pay rent. And I had never recruited anybody into anything. I don't say what I'm about to say to make you feel bad for me because obviously it all turned out just fine, okay? All right, but like I went to grade school just like we all did, K through 12, sat alone at lunch. I literally had no friends. And I know that's like, you're like, oh my God, that poor girl. I know. I don't know why. I think this was too much for cow country, okay? Like, I don't know. I've always been a little bit extra, okay? Like, I only chew extra gum. That's how I'm just kidding. But, like, I do have it right behind me. So, like, like, everything about me is extra. I can't help it. And so I say that because some of you might not understand that you can succeed at this if you would just be yourself. And I was so alone in my childhood that I think that the reason I'm such a great sponsor is because I don't want anybody to ever feel the way I felt from kindergarten to 12th grade. And so I think there is some level of me that's like, oh my gosh, Marissa, you feel alone? Like, come here, sister. Robin, let me hug you. Like, you are not alone. Caitlin, I swear we are now best friends. Like, get over here. Bring it in. Like, I need people to know. And the crazy thing is you can totally do that through the internet. I can love on you on Instagram. I can love on you in your stories. If you put this on an Instagram story, best believe I will write back. Like, it's actually me. There's no robot. Like, I'm not a cyborg. I just think my brain's really fast and I have a couple of phones. Like, I'm pretty fast. Like, everything is literally me because I want people to know that I care. I want people to know that somebody's thinking about them. I want people to know they're not alone. I want people to know network marketing, you should understand if you feel like that outcast, my God, come here, sister friend. Most of us, I think, we're outcasts. Like, there's a lot of nodding going on right now, so I feel like I'm preaching at the moment. Like, have you felt like you found your weirdos a little bit since you joined your team? I'm gonna guess yes, right? That's important to think about. That's sponsorship. When you can find people that belong to a tribe, this is like your meeting. You know what I mean? I know it's not AA or NA or whatever, but this is your meeting. Your meeting, and you all get along, and you all have something in common, and you're all selling the same thing, and you're all one tribe. And for those who are like, no, I don't know if I'm going to keep myself with my camera off because I don't know if they're my people yet. Sister, let yourself in. Let the vulnerabilities roll. Like, none of these people are up on a pedestal. That includes me. Like, I could have gotten on here and I could have had a lot of makeup on. Like, y'all are looking gorgeous on here. I feel like you forgot the memo. We're in quarantine. It's cool. I could have put on like a better outfit. Better. Here goes the English. This is, my sports bra because it's tropical. And then it was bright orange. So I thought tropical. And I thought, I'm not not changing. I was laying in bed working, so what can I say? Like, you are not an outcast unless you let yourself be one. And humans are tribal creatures. You need to find your tribe. Seriously, go back in the Neanderthal days when we had like squished faces and stuff, okay? Like, you would find your people, right? Or you would go to a different tribe and find your people. If you look at the Indians in America, right? American Indians, First Nations people, if you're Canadian, like, hello, they had their tribes. Find your tribe and love them hard. That's what sponsorship is about. Sponsorship is about showing people that they're not alone. Sponsorship is about showing people their systems. Sponsorship is about showing people that they matter. Sponsorship is about letting them know, hey, I just gave birth to this little new baby in business, and not throwing them over the shoulder like milk's in the fridge. Okay, that's recruiting. That's recruiting, okay? Like crazy pants, I know. But you need to love people, and if you're feeling like this about Kate, like it sounds like everyone's like, oh my gosh, this is Kate. Kate loves us. Kate loves us. That's probably why she's a great sponsor and recruiter. Because you can't fake love. You can't. People try to do it all the time. You see it on the internet. If I asked you, hey, fake somebody that you think, like, don't do it, because this would be mean, and we're not mean girls. It's not Wednesday. We're not wearing pink, okay? Except for Kristen, who's wearing pink. All right? But like, I'm just saying, like, I lost my train of thought, my God. But so much of this love conversation, you're going to attract so many people. People are attracted to that. People want to know that they're not alone. And if you can show them that, you will recruit big numbers and you will sponsor big numbers because people do feel alone. People are looking for a connection right now. I think a lot of the people that are Googling stuff like hashtag work from home or make money from home or whatever it is, I don't even know that they care about the money. Does that make sense? Like, they're here because it's a community. And if I were on here and I'm like, oh, let's talk about how I make millions of dollars. Oh my God, like, please turn off, like, just exit the Zoom if I start being that person. Like, it's so unattractive. It's so unattractive. Like, because that would be acting like most of you didn't join because you were looking for friends. Or most of you were looking to pay one bill. Like, it's not that serious. Or most of you were joining because you wanted a discount on makeup and you want to look pretty because ever since you became a mom, you lost your identity and you're trying to get you back. Oh, I know why you're here. Some of you will make a boatload of money. For sure. For sure. I own, like, literally 30 of your products. Your stuff is really good. Okay? You'll make a lot of money. Okay? But that won't be what keeps you here. I promise. Because I don't know, I said this quote for the second time today, but one was on an Italy Zoom, so, you know, it maybe got translated wrong. So, I love this. This is from Gary Vaynerchuk, and I don't know that it's a direct quote or anything like that, but he said something along the lines I heard years ago, and he said, you can make money a million ways. You can make $1 million a million ways. And that is so true. It's so true. You can. Any of you can make $1 million. Any of you could go be a drug dealer and crush it. Okay? Or like whatever else illegal activities you're in the mood for. Alright? I'm not here to judge. Okay? But I will tell you right now, you can make money here that feels really good. You don't have to feel slimy, and you don't have to feel salesy, and you don't have to feel disingenuine, and you don't have to feel like anything except for you. And so when I look at the money that I make, and I know it was just the 15th of the month, I know y'all got paid, I promise you I had a good year last month, okay? Like, I'm just telling you, every single time that I look at that, I know fully well it's because of the amount of lives I was able to impact and the amount of people I was able to love. 100% of the time. And so I want you to think about that when you're thinking about, am I recruiting people and being, I joined for $300. And then I got friendships. And I got God babies out of this, y'all. Literally, my baby mama, my little baby mama, literally. She's like obviously one of my best friends, right? Like, I got babies out of this thing. Are you kidding me? So you'll make a lot of money, but that won't be why you stay. You'll stay because you end up loving these people, and you'll know how much they love you. And I will tell you, that to me is sponsorship. That to me is sponsorship. Start for whatever reason you needed to start, but find a reason to latch onto your tribe. Open yourself up to these people, and then open yourself up to your social media. Let people know your story. Because the fact of the matter is that every single one of you connects way more over the vulnerabilities than you ever will connect with over the great stuff. If I came on here and I tried to brag about my house and my cars and my clothes and my shoe closet and whatever else, you'd be like, oh God, here she goes. Ugh. As soon as I said, I'm from Frederick County, Maryland, cow country, baby, y'all were like, whoa, I love her, she's poor. All right, yes I was, okay? Like, you better believe it, sister. It's a miracle I got all my teeth. Okay, actually I don't, one's a crown, okay? It wasn't like that, it didn't like rot out, but like I broke it on a piece of rice, which is really interesting, you know, because I do keto now, and I'm like, it was God telling me not to eat rice. But anyway, I digress, okay? Like, yeah, that's when you liked me. You liked me when I said I smell bad right now and I'm sweating. You're like, oh my God, thank you, Jesus, because I'm sitting over here and my husband is starting to wonder why I smell so bad. Right? Like, I know, it's summertime, like it's coming around. Like now my eye's leaking, I don't know why, I'm going to fix it really fast. And you like me even more again because now I've got a piece of toilet paper, it's not even a tissue because I ran out of tissues because I was crying on a Zoom earlier. Like now we're like really bonding, okay? I'm literally actually crying. Like, look, I can't even make it up. I look like I don't even know what just happened, okay? Look like I got stung by a bee in the eyeball. Like, these things connect us. So those of you who aren't willing to share your weird stuff, your traumas, your triggers, your vulnerabilities, I'm not telling you to go write a soliloquy on Facebook. I don't even know what a soliloquy is, but that's a really cool word. It feels good when it comes out of your mouth. It's like a poem, I think. Okay? Like, I'm not telling you to write a soliloquy on the internet. I'm just asking you to share who you actually are. Because as soon as you start showing people who you are, you allow people to love you. And when you allow people to love you, you can also have the ability to love more people too. So if you want to sponsor more people, if you want to recruit more people, if you want to have a big team, if you don't want to have churn and burn all day, every day in your business and freak out about ranks, it's loving people. It all comes down to loving people.